And augmented and virtual reality is our title tonight. And without further ado, I'd like to invite Caroline Dunn, the moderator, up here. She has been with the Wireless Forum since 2009. She's co-president, electrical engineering degrees and master's degrees at Georgia Tech. Without further ado, Caroline Dunn.
Thank you. Thank you, John, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm very excited to introduce a really expert panel on augmented and virtual reality tonight. But before I start, let's talk about Back to the Future. Now, who in here has seen the trilogy Back to the Future or one of the movies? All right, okay. So if you guys are familiar with the movie, part 2 is set in 2015. And so I thought I'd do a comparison of their predictions of 2015 to the actual 2015. So just to keep in mind, this movie was released in 1989. The Cubs win the World Series in the movie. That could happen. Okay, they're still in the playoffs. The cars are flying, all righty. And who is buying a hoverboard for their child this Christmas? Raise of hands here. Alrighty, so this picture is of the actual hoverboard from the movie. It is in the EMP Museum in Seattle now, and I took this picture myself. Thank you. Alright, so let's talk about the virtual reality and the augmented reality examples in the movie Back to the Future. So in this scene, Doc is looking through a device, and he's seeing the young Marty McFly Jr. From far away. How many of you guys have this kind of device at home? It could be a... How many wish they had this device at home? All right. So this is one of the examples from the movie. Next, who saw Jaws 19 this year? And when you go to the movie theater, is there a hologram that jumps out at you and eats you? So that this is a scene where Jaws 19 is at the movie theater. Amazingly looks a lot like 1989, but the hologram is larger than life. is great. So anybody get eaten by a hologram shark this year? No. Alrighty. All right, this is not virtual reality or augmented reality, but a shameless plug for the Wireless Technology Forum next year. We have an annual mobile payments panel coming up, and this scene, Biff, has taken a taxi ride with a taxi driver with a parrot on his head. The taxi ride is $174. I think that's realistic for this time. Uber was not, they didn't invent Uber, but this is a form of mobile payments. He uses his fingerprint to pay for his taxi ride. All righty, so stay tuned, come back for our mobile payment session 2016. Thank you. All right, so this would not be complete without mobile in 2015. This is a combination of virtual augmented reality and mobile devices all at once. I think Maribeth has this device at home, right? And she right? Yes. How many have these kind of devices that they're working with right now in this room? Ah, okay. All right, we're getting closer now. And last but not least, they did foresee video conferencing in 1989. We do video conference today, right? Everybody done a video conference? Yes? Raise of hands. What I love about this is the information that's streaming across the video conference. So Mr. Needles, his sports are jogging, slam ball, and tennis. Politics, none. Mr. Fujitsu, food dislike is beer. All right, isn't that helpful when you're on a video conference? All righty, so without further ado, let me introduce our panelists tonight. I'll start with Margaret Martin. She is CEO of CN2. Her company won the National Association of Telecom Professionals Technology Service Providers Innovation Award. CN2 is a graduate of the Georgia Tech Innovation Institute. She's located in Atlanta, Georgia. CN2 is a cloud-hosted augmented reality platform that enables companies to create, host, deliver, manage, and track mobile AR-based content and customer data. So wave. Okay, everybody's going to come up all at once. All right. So thank you, Margaret. Next, we have Annie. She is co-founder and CEO of ATLvr. She has completed her bachelor's degree from Georgia Tech in 2010, where she earned a Bachelor's of Science in International Affairs and Modern Languages. In 2014, she co-founded ATLvr with Peter Stottlemyre. She currently leads ATLvr as CEO, offering consulting, program development, and interactive experiences in virtual reality for a variety of industries. Last but not least, we have Dr. Maribeth Gandy. She is director of the Interactive Media Technology Center at Georgia Tech. She has a bachelor's, master's, and PhD in computer science at Georgia Tech. All right. Okay, so we're gonna have a little quiz show now for everybody in the audience. All right. Do you know what the difference is between augmented reality and virtual reality? All right, so first sample up here. Is this an example of virtual reality or augmented reality? Virtual. Augmented. All right, good job. All right, Annie, will you come up here, please, and tell us about Project Runway?
Hello, everyone. So this image right here, which hopefully you guys can see all right, is from our program, Virtual Runway. What we did was we created a fashion runway experience for people to sit at the very front row of a fashion show. It was their private show, and it was kind of a new way to market fashion and your line. So we worked with a local designer to create his 2015 collection on this platform. What we did was actually the chairs and the whole atrium is all digitally created, but she is real. So we actually created our own 3D camera and we filmed on a green screen a whole collection of clothes. I think we probably did 16 or 17 different looks, and we were able to, in post-production, bring those into the virtual reality environment. So you can see her walk down the runway. She walks right up to you. She looks extremely real, and it's all in virtual reality. So we're hoping that programs like this will be more available for other designers, but as far as we knew, we were the first ones to do it. So that is Virtual Runway.
Thank you. All right, next question, next slide. Is this virtual or augmented? All right. Virtual. Everybody raise your hand if you think this is virtual reality. Augmented reality, raise your hand. All right, good job. Margaret, will you please tell us about augmented reality?
Absolutely. So this is a really fun project that we have done with Coca-Cola. This is a new prototype that they've been working on that has a screen on the front of the cooler. So they can play videos and all different types of media on it. But it affords us the opportunity to use it to bring a character to life and use computer vision. So what you're seeing over here on the left is a video that plays of this zombie. It is a partnership with Universal Studios and Coca-Cola around their Halloween program that they do down at Universal. And the zombie starts banging on the glass when you hold up the mobile device. And he presents the illusion that he breaks through the glass and steps out of it. And then you can stand next to him and have a photo op with your favorite zombie character. And his eyes are attached to the camera of the mobile device. So wherever you move around him, the zombie follows you. So very fun project.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to invite the panelists to come up now, and we'll start.